What's up? What's up? What's going on, guys? It's your host, Invisible JFS. Let's talk Fanduel Fantasy Football for Week 15 early look. All right, guys. So basically, we're gonna take a look back. I spent about 30 seconds there. This is my best team with the quarterback that I chose, that I played the most. Not my best team overall, but my best team. So I had Goff with Montgomery, Woods, and Frisker. But of course, I had Giovanni Bernard on that team, and I had Frisker. Those were the two bad players. But I also had Adams and the Pats. So they really helped me out. And Justin Jefferson was great. So I wasn't even on Bernard that much, but I ended up playing him. But hey, you got to take chances. So let's jump to week 14 and let's start with the quarterback. All right, so let me start by saying, as much as I like Rodgers on DK, I don't like him as much on FD because he is the most expensive quarterback, and on DK is way down there. So let's start with event against Miami. Patrick Mahomes, the guy can do a lot, man. There's no defense for him. So I definitely like him at 8.9K. The fact that he's not the most expensive quarterback, that's telling me something right there. So Mahomes, I like him more than I like Rodgers on FD for sure. Even though Rodgers has got a better matchup, Miami Dolphins have a good defense, but I'll go with Mahomes as one of my top quarterback for week 14. All right, so Tannehill against Jacksonville is another quarterback that I like. 7.9K. I know he got most of his points last week, basically yesterday, on garbage points, but definitely against Jacksonville. Need a bounce back here as far as playing a real game. Yesterday, yes, he had 35 fantasy points or something like that, but they were garbage points. For fantasy, was great. That's what we need, but I'm not bad. I think he can still have that and have a better game. And even if he goes for like 30, that would still be good. Or even anything between 25 and up, I'll be fine with it. Let's go Matt Ryan at 7.3K against LA Chargers. Yeah, why not? Yes, Matt Ryan hasn't been Matt Ryan like he used to be 2 years ago, but the team has, when you play in the Chargers and you have especially at the receiving, especially your receivers are really good. You have two of the best, and even the other guys are not bad, Gage and all the other guys that you have. So definitely I can see Matt Ryan, who knows, end up in the best lineup, optimal lineup. I wouldn't mind seeing that. So Matt Ryan definitely looking to play him. And let's go with a cheaper guys here. Where is it? Let's see. I didn't search for him this way. Let me just go ahead and put his name here. That's Tua at 6.6K against KC. Yes, Tua average 9.55. But if there's a week I want to take a chance on him, it's definitely this week. So I wouldn't mind going with Tua here against Kansas City. Most likely they're going to have to play behind. Yes, I know Denver and Kansas City was a low-scoring game, but I don't expect to see that. It's either KC gonna crush them, or Tua gonna have his best game of the year as far as fantasy wise. All right, so Tua, this is gonna be the week where I'm gonna give him a chance. The last time I did that was the first game he played when he started, so I wouldn't mind going back to him here. All right, Trubisky against Houston, he was bad, but I wasn't on him. If there's a week I'm gonna take a chance, it's definitely is this week. So I'm looking like yes, I'm definitely gonna play him against Houston. Houston, has been struggling basically against any quarterback. So if there's I know last week he had a good matchup. He didn't do too good, but I'm looking forward to play him again. And of course, Deshaun Watson against Chicago. I think I'd rather go with Kyler Murray here at 8.1K. So Kyler Murray will be the next guy against the Giants. Giants defense is not that bad. I mean, you see what they do to us Westbrook, but they're not as good as they played yesterday either. So definitely wouldn't mind going there. And the last guy is Tom Brady here against Minnesota, 7.8K, and Minnesota. I could see this being definitely a great matchup. Minnesota most likely gonna have to do it to the air, so could be a good game to stack. All right, let's jump to the running back position. Dalvin Cook is just not gonna make it on my list this week, but Derrick Henry will, even though as bad as, well, I wouldn't say he played bad because the team was down, so they had to throw the ball a lot. So definitely that was the case here. But this week against Jacksonville, hopefully he can bounce back. The only thing is I wouldn't put Tannehill and Henry in the same team, even though there were like 2 weeks where both of them did good. Okay. Other guy that I like is James Johnson. I'm a big fan of this guy, man. This guy's been good. I don't see any reason not to keep playing him. Let's go to Elliott, 7.6K against Cincinnati. I know the only thing is they're playing tomorrow, and then they're gonna play on. They're playing on, let me say Tuesday, because it might depend on when you watch this video. They playing on Tuesday, and then they play on Sunday. So could have some tired legs, but against Cincinnati, I don't see why he wouldn't be able to reach his 13 or fully even 15 to 20 fantasy points here. I know everybody was on Eckler last week. He wasn't on my top guys. I did like him. By the time you get to Sunday, I wish he wasn't on my top 5 fantasy running backs, but I ended up playing him more than I wanted to early in the week. Hey, it's all good. But this is the week I think he's gonna bounce back and has a nice game. Basically, that game, nobody scored on this game when it's come. I mean, the Chargers did not score on this game, but I think that's definitely gonna change this week. Other running back I'm interested in is Jonathan Taylor against Las Vegas. He had a good game, but most likely because of the receiving touchdown. I was hoping he get the ball more. He got it 11 times, but definitely I'm hoping against Las Vegas he will have a better game, and hopefully that's the case. So Jonathan Taylor at 7K, looking forward to playing him. David Montgomery is 6.6K. I love the price, possibly one of my favorite picks for the week. David Montgomery is against the Houston. As much I wouldn't mind playing the quarterback, I would rather play David Montgomery more than I play his quarterback. And then Drake against the Giants, 6.5K. Most likely this week it's gonna be where I'm gonna try to stake in the 7K and below range for running back. Even though I like Henry, Drake will definitely be one of those guys that make it to my team. Anybody below here that I like? Melvin Gordon against Carolina. We all know how bad Carolina can be, so he would be another guy I wouldn't mind taking a chance on. All right, that's basically it for now. Hey, Giovanni Bernard. Maybe I'll talk later about him, but Giovanni Bernard against Cincinnati. It's depend on if he's starting running back. Let's see. Joe Mixon, most likely, it looks like he will not be back. So Bernard, Burn, the people that play him last week, including me in some lineup, but I wouldn't mind going back to him this week. The only problem is Mixon expecting to be returned. If that's the case, then no Bernard for me. I would rather go to Mixon here only at 7.2K. So with Mixon, that could change a lot for me because I would rather play him than play Jonathan Taylor, but I actually like both of them. So possibly if I only have 7.1K and below, then I could see me play Mustard. But if I have the money, I would possibly rather go to Joe Mixon here. All right, let's jump to the receivers. For early Adams, man, Adams is a beast. Tyreek Hill is a beast. Tyreek Hill looks like he should have even a better game than he had. But definitely I like Adams here a little bit better than him against Miami. Adams would be one of my top receivers, and the next one not in any particular order would be Keenan Allen at 8.5K. Yes, he had a bad game, but man, they didn't score any points, So that's why. But I definitely see a bounce back here for Keenan Allen and DeAndre Hopkins. End up doing good against. So hopefully that continue against Giants. Hopefully, actually, I can see a little bit more than he had. I just need to see some touchdown here for him. AJ Brown is another player I like. The thing about it, the only thing is that those turnovers, man. He was right there to score, but he didn't score. Fumbled the ball for a second time, and one of his offensive linemen jumped on the ball up and scored for him. So at least he didn't lose point for that fumble. I don't think they lose point if his team recovered the ball. Other receivers that I like here is, let me look at my list. So I say AJ Brown, Allen Robinson against Houston. I love Allen Robinson. I'd rather play him over Cooks here. This guy gonna get the ball. The only thing is I need to see him on the end zone, but definitely looking forward to play him. Crowder is another player I like. Corey Davis is getting up there. Crowder, 6.6K. I wish a little bit cheaper, but I definitely like that price. I like the matchup. Hopefully his quarterback can get him the ball. And then let's go down to Chalk. Anderson could be a great one too because I believe he's more gonna be out. So Anderson could be a good one. Also the same can go for Jones. Jones is only 6.2K against Green Bay. It probably could be a shootout if somehow his quarterback can go ahead and throw the ball, and if Detroit can keep up with Green Bay. And then T.Y. Hilton finally break out, but not on him today. Chalk is the guy I'm on at 5.9K. All right. I'm hoping his quarterback, not doing that start, not Glennon, but other quarterback. Hopefully he start this week, and definitely with him, I think Chalk definitely gonna look better than with Glennon here. All right, so that's basically it for. Let's look at the tight end position. For the tight end, Kelsey 8.2K. Man, we got Kelsey and Waller. Waller, man, just went off yesterday. That was crazy. But I would rather go with Kelsey here, even at 8.2K. The only thing, if you got Kelsey and you're starting with quarterback, like I said on ZK when I was making the video, that take a lot of your salary. So it's up to you what you want to do. But I like Kelsey. I will definitely play him. And then the next guy I'm looking for here is his price went down. Engram at 5.7K. Kaczynski against Kansas City. I was on Kaczynski and I'm back on him again. The same go for Engram here. He had the targets. Of course, he didn't really do much, but I expect him to be better. I'd rather play him and Kaczynski over Robert Tonyan, even though Tonyan been catching touchdown. Goddard is another player I'm on against New Orleans. It doesn't matter who start at the quarterback position for Goddard. I think right now he is the best tight end for that team, not Hurts. Henry, okay. So whatever Chargers did last week, just throw them out because they were just bad. So Henry, I expect him to bounce or at least be way better than he was last week. And then the last guy I'm going to go here with, actually, I'm always a big fan of Fent. So, yes, Fent against Carolina. Why not? It's a great matchup. And the only thing is quarterback. That's the only problem. If Johnny Smith not going to be back, then definitely like his backup, and that will be Anthony Perkser. All right. So I don't really talk about defense. I'm always looking to go down on defense, and the Jets always be one of the teams I'm looking forward to play against Seattle. Seattle take a lot of sacks, so I will let my go in there. And the only problem with the Jets, why the defense could have been even better. The problem is a quarterback always giving the ball to the other team. Okay, so as far as our players, so when I'm looking at the quarterback position based on one guy I didn't talk about, I don't mind going to him, is Herbert here against Atlanta. 8.3K. Definitely wouldn't mind taking a chance for him to bounce back here. All right. So I love Murray Price here when I'm looking at those price. Man, I was expecting him to be higher, but hey. So who am I gonna go with? Let's go with Mel Holmes here real quick. I'm gonna go with Mel Holmes here. And when I'm looking at the receiver, you have Tarek Hill 9K and the tight end 7.8.2K. That is expensive. Let's see. So if I think I'm gonna go with. I wanna go with. You know something? I'm gonna go with the tight end here, Kelsey. I'm gonna show two different lines with Mehom and somebody else. So if you go Kelsey here, then for receivers, I'm gonna go in the most likely in the 6.K receivers, and I like Crowder, so I'm gonna definitely go to Crowder, and I also like 6.2K. 6.2K Marvin Jones here against Green Bay. He is basically the main guy right now. I had a great game last week. I wasn't on him last week, but I will jump back on him, you know. And I'm not gonna be like, well, if he had a good game this week, most likely gonna have a bad game. No, I can't do that. For running back here, love Henry, but the price and then the fact that I only have 6K left, I'm not going that way. I love James Robinson at 8K, but the guy I'm gonna give you guys is 6.6K David Montgomery. That's who I'm gonna give you guys. So the 5 players, you see. So now if you wanna go ahead and change Kelsey and go with his top receiver, you can do that, but you have 5.8K left. For right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the Jets. 3K, so you put the Jets. I will play the Jets a lot. The fact that they are playing a team that give up sack more than any other, well, I would say more than any other team, even though Wentz has got sacked more than any other players. It's a combination of the team and Wentz. When you got Seattle, it's basically the team. All right, if you guys know what I'm trying to say. Let's go with. I already got a tight end, so let's go with another wide receiver here. Actually, let's go another wide receiver. Let me look at my list who I talked to that's not too expensive. So I had Chark, Crowder, Hopkins, A.J. Brown. I didn't even talk about Julio, even though I have Julio on my list. But that's more like on DK than FD that I like him. Corey Davis has been very decent. So before I do that, let's go to the running back position. And I'm looking at my list. I like Elliott a lot. I like Drake. One guy I didn't talk about on the running back position is Gaskin. I actually like Gaskin against Kansas City because I think he's going to be on the field regardless if Kansas is up 30 or the Miami is up or the game is close. So for that reason, I like him. I wouldn't mind going back here with him. In this line, do I like him? Most possibly not. So let's go. And you can break this slate by giving, but I'm gonna go here with the same guy. I'm gonna go here with James Robinson, and I can also go with Drake here. And then you have 6K to get your receiver. I like Drake this week. You can get a good receiver, 6K and under here. And you got Lamb to Hilton. I would rather go with Hilton. But the guy I would go here is the guy that I talk about. That would be Chuck. Chuck would be the guy I go here with. All right, so let's just, for example, so those are, and now, let me go ahead and save this real quick. All right, so let's go to quarterback real quick. And I love Tannehill against Jacksonville. All right. So, but I'm going to go up and go Justin Herbert here to bounce back here. and go with his receiver. I'm gonna go ahead and pair them up. How much is Keenan Allen for 8.5? I wish he was cheaper though. For running back. Now, do I need to bring him with anyone? So let's go to Atlanta real quick. I don't have to bring him. So I'm looking at the receivers. You have Ridley 8.1. I don't really like. So if I'm gonna bring him back, which is crazy, will be play like Gurley, but I don't want to do that for right now. I'm just gonna leave it with Keenan Allen and Justin Herbert. And then for running back, I still like Mike. So I'm gonna still go with him here. Running back. Wait a minute. Why I'm saying Mike Montgomery? I mean David. Why I'm saying Mike Montgomery for? David Montgomery. And the other receiver I'm gonna go here with is I love Crowder a lot this week, so I'm gonna stick with Crowder here. And then for tight end, definitely not the 8 or 7K. I'm gonna go with Kaziski here. All right, so Justin Herbert, Montgomery, Keenan Allen, Jameson Crowder, Mike Kaziski. Those are my 5 guys I'm looking to play the most this week. That's basically it, guys. Please subscribe if you have not. Drop a like in this video. If you watch this video the same day I drop it, most likely you're also watching Monday Night Football. Alright, anyway, I'm out. I appreciate you guys. Good luck. Subscribe, turn on your bell notification, and like I said earlier, drop a like in this video for me. I'm out.